So I put the stone in the hat, and then I put my face in the hat?
Right. And the stone will give you the translation. Here, try it.
All right, fine. You ready?
Yep.
And it came to pass.
Okay. Got it. Next.
That's all it says.
Yeah, I get that a lot too.
This is silly. Why don't we just use the actual plates? I mean, I read Egyptian. I'm not sure about that whole Reformed Egyptian thing. I've never heard of that, but...
It's... Well, you know, they're really heavy. And they
At some point, I am going to want to see those plates.
Well, you know, if your faith were stronger, the plates wouldn't actually have to be here physically. You could see them right now with your spiritual eyes.
What do I look like, a Book of Mormon witness? Please, you can't pull that crap on me.
But that's pretty good, right? I mean, it could work with regular people, don't you think?
Well, if they're going to buy the stone in the hat thing, yeah, they'll probably buy anything. That was good.
So true. Okay, try it again.
Fine. And they hunted deer with their flint knives.
Yeah, and it came to pass that they did hunt, both on horseback and in chariots, striking down prey mightily with their steel swords.
What was that? That's not what I said.
Poetic license.
I've read what you've written so far. Trust me, Joe, you're no poet.
Well, give me a little more. I think you'll like where I'm going with this.
Fine. And some of the people were good and treated others with respect and kindness, while others were selfish and hid their money in the caimans.
Okay. Yea, and it came to pass that the Lord did not want the chosen people to mix their seed with the seed of the wicked, so he laid a curse on the wicked people with a skin of blackness, and left the chosen people white and delightsome.
What in my name was that?
What?
Well, aside from the fact that it was nowhere near what I said, it was also completely racist.
No. It's symbolic. Light and darkness, good and evil.
Skin of blackness is not symbolic. Skin color is a literal thing.
Oh, that's true. It is, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't put that stuff in there.
Really? Because I love the metaphor.
Metaphor? On what planet is skin of blackness a metaphor? That's like saying, yea, and the Lord commanded his prophet to take many wives as some kind of symbolic way to say, hey guys, treat every woman with the same kind of respect and decency that you treat your wife. That's crazy. You don't do something like that. You gotta say exactly what you mean to say without all the rigmarole. I mean, that's how I rigmarole.
What was that thing about the wives?
Don't get hung up on that, okay? That was just an example. I'm telling you, Joe, I'm serious. You gotta get rid of the skin of blackness stuff or I'm out.
I will.
And don't think you can get rid of this after the fact with apologists either, okay? Because once it's out there, the damage is done, okay? You're going to have all kinds of church leaders on the record saying all kinds of racist, evil, just awful, terrible, ignorant things, okay? And it's going to make both of us look like pigs.
Okay, I'll get rid of it.
And what's with all the King James English stuff? I mean, this is a 19th century publication.
I just think it sounds better.
Do you realize how anachronistic that's going to be?
Do you realize how stupid you look with your face in that hat?
All right, we're done with the hat and the stone. This is ridiculous.
That's fine. Because I really don't need it anymore anyway. I have the spirit of prophecy now.
You do, huh?
Yep, and I've already started using it. Check this out.
Where did you get this?
Some guy was traveling through town, and he had all kinds of Egyptian artifacts with him. And so I thought that you had gotten it to him because, what are the odds that he had in his possession the writings of Father Abraham? I mean, we're talking astrological, right?
These are not the writings of Father Abraham.
Sure they are. I translated a bunch of it already.
No, this is a common funerary text, and it's not even from the time of Abraham, okay? I speak Egyptian. Did you forget? I mean, Horus sat right in that very chair that you're sitting in right now, last February, for my Super Bowl party.
Whatever, listen to what I got. And there was a blackness placed upon the children of Canaan, that they became despised among all nations.
Okay, you know what? Stop right there. We are done with the hat, we're done with the stone, and you are not getting the papyrus back.
What? Why?
Because racism might be all cute and fun in your time, okay? But I am supposed to be a timeless, all-knowing, all-good being, okay? You're gonna ruin our most perfect book ever. So you are gonna do one thing the rest of the night, young man. You are gonna go back to your room, and you are gonna get rid of all the skin of blackness stuff from every single one of these books. Do you hear me?
I just love the symbolism.
Symbolism? What's it? You know what? Just go. I can't.
I'm really sorry.
Hold on. You know what? Wait a minute.
Yeah?
I was wondering if you could maybe show me how to use this to find buried treasure? everyone, thanks again for watching. I want to take this time today to answer a question I get a lot. Why don't I believe in the Gospels? The first big problem I have with the Gospels is that they are anonymous. A lot of people don't know that, but it's true. And no good skeptic, atheist, free thinker should ever accept any anonymous report, just offhand. Especially when we're talking about something truly awful. I mean, the Gospel writers have Jesus doing some pretty ugly stuff. Killing a tree for no reason, which makes him look completely insane. They have him claiming to be God, which would have been a major blasphemy within Judaism at the time. And then they have him turning water into wine, which we all know is just a tactic to get the ladies drunk, right? I mean, no one turns water into wine for any reason that's not just completely nefarious. But if you're gonna talk shit about someone like that, you can't do that anonymously. And if you do, what is that? What are we talking about? That's nothing more than gossip. And I think as good skeptics, atheists, and free thinkers, we should all know how absolutely toxic, disgusting, and beneath us it is to repeat and or report mere gossip.
Would you like a refill?
No, thank you. Now, see how easy that was? Here's another little tip. If you find it hard to say no to the refill, you can just leave the glass full. Don't take another sip. That's my friendly little piece of advice to those of you without a backbone or any sense of personal responsibility. The other problem with the Gospels is that these anonymous reports are made years after the fact. Some scholars say decades. That gives Jesus no opportunity to refute the claims. I mean, there isn't a decent justice system in the entire world that doesn't give the accused the right to confront his or her accuser. That's just basic justice. And in many cases, even the witnesses of the witnesses are anonymous. Really? Come on. We're skeptics. We don't take stuff like that at face value. The other problem here is confirmation bias, the tendency to see only what we want to see. That's clearly what the Gospel writers were doing here. They wanted a hero, or a villain, depending on your perspective, and they found one. But as good skeptics, we should all know the power of confirmation bias. I mean, for heaven's sake, they found witches in Salem, and Joe McCarthy found a communist under every bed. As skeptics, we need to stand up to these anonymous gospel authors and those who repeat such gossip and say, have you no sense of decency, sir? At long last, have you left no sense of decency? Of course, if you're completely divorced from the skeptic community, I don't expect you to understand these basic principles, but the rest of us should know better. Remember, do unto others. So I hope that answers that question once and for all. For those of you who would like to see this show continue, and I do need your support to make that happen, please head on over to MrDeity.com and click the donate button to donate or set up a financial subscription. To everyone else who has contributed in some way or another, you know what I'm going to say, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and we'll see you again soon.